Hey y'all. So I'm back with another review, well, unboxing rather. This is for my new iPhone 11 Pro. I'll just show y'all now. I have a 10. Well, I guess I have to take the case off. Give me a second. I didn't even know that was like that. Okay, so I have a 10S. First of all, I didn't know that my glass screen protector on the back was cracked. If you can see, probably can't, but I did not know that that was cracked. I did know that the front of my device is cracked. It's probably hard to see. But either way, so backstory. I actually really like my phone. I don't have any issues with it. I wanted to get it fixed and just keep the phone and pay it off, right? However, due to COVID-19, everything has been hard. It's been hard to get an appointment anywhere to get it fixed. And so, like, not one that matches with my schedule. Like, I can get an appointment, but it doesn't really work with my schedule because everything closes down so early. So I said, I'm over it. I'm tired of it. I need a new phone, so I'm gonna just go ahead and get another one. Luckily, I went over Verizon and found out I had to upgrade. So here we go. First, I kind of want to take the screen protector off of this one first, the old one first, just to kind of show you again. Really didn't know this back one was cracked like this, but let's take this off first. Everyone's always saying when you take the screen protector off, it makes it crack more, but I think it's more so how you take it off. If you take it off rough, it's a possibility. But if you don't, and you take it off easy, it won't. Okay, so here's the front. You can probably see the crack a little better now. If not, I will show you later what it looks like. But there's a crack there, right from the top. Not really that bad, but I wanted to get it fixed. And I've been tired of trying to get it fixed. And let's look at the back.
101K.
Yeah, I knew the back was fine. So the back, after I take off the screen protector, no cracks. Perfectly fine. Okay. So this is my 10S. I got it about a year ago when I switched to Verizon, and I haven't really had any issues with it. The battery is perfect. Nothing is really wrong with this phone other than this crack that I've been trying to get fixed. What was I saying? So there's nothing really wrong with this phone. I'm honestly thinking about just getting that screen fixed and selling it. So if you know anybody that wants an iPhone 10S. Anyways, moving on. So this came from Verizon yesterday. Let me tell y'all what I had to go through with FedEx for this phone. And how no one should ever, in their days, have to go through that. What's this? Okay. Let me tell y'all that first. So, I ordered this phone Friday. And Friday, it kept saying it wasn't going to come until Monday. So I was like, no big deal. I mean, I'll just have to suffer until Monday. So, I was at work. No, I'm sorry. I ordered the phone Thursday and it was saying it wouldn't come until Monday. So I was at work yesterday and I'm getting too excited. Before I went to work, I had looked and tracking said that my phone was in Baltimore. So I'm like, oh, it's in Baltimore. That means it's getting delivered today, because like that's too close for it to not get delivered. This was at like 6 o'clock in the morning when I first saw that. So then by the time I got to work at like 8, it said it was in Crofton. So I'm like, oh, it's getting delivered today. About to have my phone. Excited. So it still said it wasn't coming until Monday, right? So I'm just like, all right, whatever. I know it's coming today. Like, it keeps saying Monday, but why would it say Monday when it's in Crofton? And even if it did say Monday still, I was gonna go get it because there's no reason why I shouldn't have it. So I refreshed the page a little bit later. It says out for delivery. So I'm like, boom, I got people in the house. The phone is gonna come. It's gonna be no big deal. And so I'm checking because I've never had a good experience with FedEx. They always don't deliver the stuff that they're supposed to. So they swear that they come and they knock on the door, but no one ever hears them knock. The last couple of times I've been in the living room and didn't hear them knock, and they'll just dip off and leave a sticker at the door. This past time, my mom was in the living room. No knock, right? So I'm on my lunch break. Something told me to just go home. Go home, because I don't work far from the house. Something told me, go home, check to see if they're coming. But I didn't. I sat in my car, ate my lunch, and around 2:22, I went to check on it again because something told me, check on it again. Checked on it again, and that joint said, attempted to deliver, will be back Monday. When I tell you I called FedEx so fast, like, seriously y'all, like, there's people in the house. What are y'all even talking about? So I called FedEx. They're like, oh yeah, it was only about 5 minutes ago. We can have them come back out. So I said, cool, that's what I wanted to hear because there's people in the house and they never knock on the door. So then I waited a little bit because obviously the lady was like 5 minutes away, or guy, whoever, was about 5 minutes away. And so I'm thinking they just want to turn around and come back. So I'm waiting, I'm asking my mom, I'm like, did it come yet? Did it come yet? Did it come yet? She's like, no. So I called FedEx again. This is around 3 o'clock. I called them again. This time I'm speaking to somebody and they're like, oh, we just see that it's coming back out Monday. Well, no, because that's not what the last person just told me. So I asked to speak to the supervisor. I am that person. Because I feel like you're not going to keep sitting here and telling me different things. I'm going to speak to somebody who's going to tell me the right thing. So I speak to a supervisor. Supervisor's like, oh, it's not coming back out today. So I'm like, what are you saying? Because the first person I spoke to said it is coming back out today. So she's like, oh no, from what I can see, it's not coming back out today. So I'm like, okay, what's good? Like, what's happening? Because everybody's telling me different things. So she goes on to say, well, let me check to see what's going on because I don't really see any notes from that person, da 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 da. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? So she puts me on hold for a little bit. And she's like, let me just check on some things. So she comes back and says, basically, it's not getting delivered today, and hands me all these other crappy options for me to be able to get the phone. So the one option was to have the phone held in Crofton, Maryland, and to pick it up between 7:45 and 8 p.m. because that was the only times that they had. So I get upset because I'm like, that's literally it, like 7:45 to 8 p.m. Like, I don't mind picking it up, but why is that the only time frame that y'all have? And she was like, oh, because that's when the drivers get back and then we close at 8. How does this help me? So then she's like, well, you can have it held there and then you can pick it up tomorrow. I mean, that's great and all, but y'all inconveniencing me because y'all, at this point, y'all never knock on my door, and I've had plenty of things delivered by FedEx. I've had things dropped off at I live in an apartment. I have had things dropped off at my neighbor's apartment. I've had slips placed on the door and no one knocked, and I've been sitting in the living room all day. And yeah, what more do I need to say? All of this has been going on. So at this point, I tell her to hold it. I said I'm gonna see if one of my friends can pick it up because she lives closer. So they knew that I was gonna call back. And they wasn't prepared when I called back. This is my smoothie I made today. It has spinach, strawberries, peaches, banana, and chia seeds, and coconut water. It's pretty good. So anyways, they knew I was gonna call back and they weren't prepared. So I called back on my way home from work before I teach a private lesson, and talking to this guy, and he literally knows nothing. He just keeps saying there's no information in here, saying that it's coming back. There's no information in here saying that it's to be held at the center. Nothing, which is making me even more mad because why is this happening? So I told him, he was like, I said, so you need to check some of the notes or check somewhere else and see what's going on. So he puts me on hold for a little bit. He checks. He's like, oh, I see. So we have contacted the driver to see if the driver can come back out, and the driver hasn't responded. So y'all mean to tell me that since 2 o'clock, it's now like 5:15-ish. Since 2 o'clock, no one has been able to get in contact with his driver? Not one person has been able to get in contact with his driver. And so they're like, yeah, we contacted their home location and they're not able to get in contact. So fast forward, I basically was like, I have to go, like, what can we do? So they were like, call back in an hour to see if we've gotten in contact with the driver. All right, cool. Because I had to teach this lesson anyways. So I called back in an hour. First person I talked to said, I'm gonna get you over to a supervisor. Put me on hold, transfers me to somebody else who's not a supervisor. Because that person came along and basically said customer service support. And so from that person, they asked me for my tracking number. I start to give them my tracking number, and they basically route me back to the main menu where I have to start all over again. So now I'm furious because I done went to 2 different people to get routed back to the main menu. So then eventually I get somebody on the phone. I'm like, yo, I need to speak to a supervisor like now. Period. So they get me to the supervisor. I'm explaining to the supervisor everything because nobody clearly writes good enough notes because nobody knows what's going on every time I call it. So I'm explaining to the supervisor what's going on, and he's like, oh yeah, these are the only options we have. We haven't been able to get in contact with the driver, this, that, and the third. So I'm just like, how is it that y'all cannot get in contact with the driver? Does the driver not work for FedEx? I can understand sending a message and, you know, maybe they didn't respond right away, but with some type of sense of urgency, I'm pretty sure y'all have a number y'all could have called this driver on. And granted, if the driver is actually physically driving, I understand them not being able to answer the phone because of the law. But I just don't foresee a driver not calling their job back. So I don't feel like they tried. So I'm sitting here going off on the supervisor like, boom, 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 this is what happened. Boom, 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 boom. And then I get another call on the other line from a 240 number, and I'm like, who is this? So I answer the call, and guess who it is? The driver. All of my hard work that I had to do after 15,000 calls to FedEx finally paid off. So the driver calls back, she's like, yeah, are you at home? I'm about 5 minutes away, I can bring your package, da 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 da. Cool. Driver brings the package back. I get my phone. We all skip off into the sunlight. I did, however, report FedEx to the Better Business Bureau because I'm tired of this happening. This is not the first time it's happened with them. I'm not that person that goes and reports everybody, but after multiple experiences, not even just living here, but in other places with FedEx, I am tired of it. So I reported them. Sorry. Anyways, so all that happened and I finally got my phone. So let me show you what I got. Obviously, it's an iPhone 11 Pro. Ooh. It's gold, just like the phone I have now. And it is 256 gigs. So I probably should have waited until September to see if Apple released a new phone or not, but I kind of didn't want to wait until September because there are other things that I want to get myself for my birthday in that glorious month. So I just decided to get it now. Plus, if all else fails and I decide that I do want whatever phone they come out with, who's to say that I can't just pay this one off, get another phone. So let me show you guys, before I open this box, the differences. It looks so beautiful. So remember how I was telling you how the other one has a matte glassy back and this one doesn't? The cameras, but the front of it is still the same. If it had not been for the camera, I would be able to continue to use my same phone cases, but that's obviously not happening. So inside the box, you have the typical little papers with the little stickers. And I can never get these back in. Some headphones that I probably will never use because I have a Pro. I mean, AirPods Pro. Why did that come out? And last but not least, the charger. So remember I was telling you about the Usbc charger. If you look at it, this one is different. It has the lightning port connector and then also the USB-C, which is what's the other new title? Lightning port and USB-C. This one also has the USB-C port. So yeah, good times. Great. So now I'm gonna actually set up the phone. I have to find a way to get my camera to adjust, but I'm gonna go ahead and set it up. I've already backed up this phone. So steps to setting up a new phone. You want to make sure that, well, a new iPhone. You want to make sure that your previous phone is backed up. So my phone is already backed up, but I'm gonna back it up again just to be safe. And then once it's finished, I'm gonna start the transfer over to this phone. I also ordered like some cases and glass screen protectors for this phone that should be arriving today. So when they do come, I will go ahead and put them on, show you what I got, so you can kind of see. Okay, so here we go, setting up the new phone, using the old phone to help set it up. Of course, I had to power on the new phone because it wasn't on. But when I set it up, the goal is to have it look just like the old phone. So here we go. As you can see, it popped up on the old phone. Using it to set up the new one. Can't see my password. Patiently waiting. Still waiting. Aha. Okay, so we did the Face ID, and now I'm showing you here that it basically gave me two options. It said either I can transfer phone to phone or I can transfer information through iCloud, and I chose iCloud because it was the shortest. Now I'm just setting everything else up, my preferred settings in the device, and boom, software update. I am all finished. Everything has been transferred over to the new phone. I set up the Face ID. All my apps are there. Too many apps, quite frankly. And while that was happening, my package came from Amazon. So, this package from Amazon. They always either not or leave the item. These are all the cases, screen protectors I bought. So, screen protector. It also comes with a protector for the camera. And I got 1, 2, 3 cases. I'm going to show you guys what they look like. Let's start with one that's easy to open. Okay, so this one's just a regular clear case for when I feel like being regular, schmegular, which is probably today. Correctly. This case is by Taurus. If I could get this in here, that would be great. Okay. So that's one. And then second one. You'll see it. Cool. This is Viroma. This one I thought was super necessary. It is a mirror case. Ooh, pretty. This is pretty interesting. I might use this one. I don't know. Still trying to decide. What's this in here? Oh, this one came with a screen protector too. I didn't even know. Well, that's cool. That's really nice of them. It came with a screen protector. They sure didn't say that in the description, so I wouldn't have bought another screen protector. It's alright though. Probably need it anyways. I keep putting everything back in the wrong way. And then last but not least, I guess I should show you first. This one just says phone case. I'm guessing that's the name of the company. Cute little stonish type case. This is actually feels pretty sturdy. And then I also have the Unique Me screen protector. Which I'm probably gonna put on right now. on two screen protectors, some lights for when I'm applying them, and then these are the two screen protectors, well, glass protectors for the camera. And the application kit. So yeah, I think I'm about to put this together really quickly so that I can really start using my phone and show you guys what that looks like, or at least everything that I got. The cases and the screen protectors I got from Amazon, which I can link in the bio, and of course the phone I got from your local carrier, got it from Verizon. So that's pretty much it. Make sure you tell me what you think. If you have anything in particular that you want me to do with the phone or show you with the phone, let me know. Of course, in a couple of, maybe a month or two, I'll do an update or like a review for it. But yeah, that's it. That's all. Bye.